unbeatable, I'm unbeatable, I'm unbeatable.
Couple minutes no score. Every time they wanna clash, the winners kicking through the door. I am unbeatable. Chances running out of stop, and we're running out the clock. I fail once, never stop. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah.
Roxy's Delpesh underneath, good pass. Great pass. Sharkwar steps into the three, and there's Sharkwar again knocking down a triple. Delpesh says thank you very much. Delpesh running the floor for the jam. Oh my goodness. Stevens under pressure. Oh, back and forth and back and forth. A quick reply from Nixon. Cheshire Phoenix win game one in this playoff semi-final. Well, we know one of our finalists, the London Lions, have punched their ticket to the O2 next weekend, beating the Newcastle Eagles 94-81 to take the series 2-0. Can Cheshire do likewise, or will Sheffield force a Game 3 on Tuesday?
Yep.
Welcome to the Cannon Medical Arena, where the Sheffield Sharks are taking on the Cheshire Phoenix. And for Sheffield, it's win or go home. They have to win this game, Azania, to force it to a Game 3.
Yeah, like we saw just then, it was only a 6-point game. Sheffield have played fantastic. They call it the Shark Tank for a reason, and they've played well at home, especially also, I'm hearing, it's a sold-out crowd.
Yeah, it's a big crowd, and they will be loud behind their team. Good number of Cheshire fans in the house as well, so should be a good atmosphere. And Cheshire have beaten Sheffield the last few meetings. Sheffield got one early, but both these teams look a little different now.
So different, especially Sheffield coming into fine form, getting elite green mid-season, but Phoenix riding off that trophy win and have just been playing great ever since.
Well, the starting fives for these two teams, Azania, take us through them.
Yes, it looks pretty much the same that they've been going with. Ramsey at the point guard, Aitul Rock as on the wing there, Ratinho, who loves to shoot the three, Delpesh at the center, and then Green.
Obviously still without Cook. And at the other end of the floor, you're talking about fives we're used to seeing. This is certainly a one.
Well, LaQuincy Radeau is going to be the head of this. And then Jaguar shooting the three fantastically. The player of the game, last game, was Aaron Rye. And then Jack and White, who love also to stretch the floor.
Plenty of offensive firepower out there. And speaking of offensive firepower, one guy playing great in the playoffs, Prentice Nixon.
Yeah, he's been playing fantastic. 20.7 rebounds and 1 assist. And what's great about this is him coming off the bench. He's coming in and igniting their offense. And I've really enjoyed these last couple of weeks. You know, he's got the ultimate green light, gets into that pull-up, can also dance, create his own shot.
Well, he loves to get to the basket, but he's not afraid of hitting the big shot, as you see there. And speaking of a guy who can make a big play, Aaron Rye has been sensational all season long for Cheshire.
Yeah, really a matchup problem. You know, 22 points and 9 rebounds, 6 assists. He was the player of the game in game 1. He's also hitting the boards. You know, he's constantly working. But what I love about him is the deceleration that he has. And we're starting to see this more in the NBA, being able to put the brakes on, being able to score, let the defense go by you. But he loves a Euro step.
Loves the spin move as well, and nobody's really found a way of containing him, really. He's such a matchup nightmare for all teams. Can Atiba Lions find a way of slowing him down, or will Ben Thomas and the Cheshire Phoenix get themselves through to a second final this season? We're about to get it underway right after this break. the Knicks fans have turned out in force. So too have the Sheffield fans. It promises to be an excellent atmosphere, one deserving of a playoff place. Kate Unsworth, Ed Udansky, and Tom Muddyman are an experienced crew on this one. Well, Cheshire are 40 minutes away from the playoff final. Sheffield, well, they need to try and extend the season for a couple more days at least and push it to a game 3. It is Sheffield to get us underway with the first offense of the game. Ramsey, short on the first shot. Long outlet from Rideau. Shagwar, extra ball movement. There's Jack in the corner, loves those shots, but that one doesn't go.
Yeah, really good shot. It's exactly what they wanted. Jack is very good at that corner 3. Both teams haven't figured out a way to take over the shot.
Green can't convert, but it bounces nicely for Delpesh, and he blows the layup. Ramsey knocking it loose. That will stay with Cheshire. Oh, will it? No, it's a Sheffield ball.
Let's have a look here. Ramsey comes from behind. Yeah, and then I think it does come off right there, potentially. I think it's the right decision.
Well, minute in, we're still looking for the first score of the contest. Nice pass. Green, though, has got himself into trouble. Out to Rotino. Flush him off the three-point line, but he goes all the way to the basket for 2.
He does love the 3, so good job by him. 0 for 2 for Jack. Don't mind him shooting that.
Eitel Rock, who was flawless shooting in game 1, gets his first points of game 2.
Yes, flawless indeed. He was 4 from 4 from the floor and getting to the free throw line 10 times with 19 points in game 1. He was huge for the Sheffield Sharks.
Here's right to that spin, comes back the other way, and Cheshire are on the board.
It's so hard to guard him, Dan. He just takes his time. Nobody rushes him, puts the brakes on yet again, spins off Rotino. A nice high finish on the board.
Eitel Rock turns the corner, lobs it up to Delpesh, who can't quite jam it home. Might come back to him. It's smuggled away by Rye, but out of bounds, and it will be a Sheffield ball.
Aaron Rye's got some new sneakers. He's got the Sabrina Nescus, I think. He's been wearing the same shoes all season, so always need new shoes for playoffs, don't you?
I always wonder, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No, it's a good thing.
His
good defense.
Delpesh blocking foul is called.
That's tough.
First foul of the game.
Oh, thank you, cameraman. There they are, Sabrina Nescus.
Rock is blocked by Rye. Obviously, it must be the shoes.
Yeah. There he is. Had an incredible regular season. Really has one of my votes for MVP. Him and Matt Morgan.
Green with a little step away. Off the mark. Rideau thought about the 3, decides against it. Blocked by Rotino. Thrown away straight to Ramsey. Ramsey running it back, and he misses the finger roll.
Gosh, well done, Skylar White, for running back on defense. Nobody really executing and putting the ball in the hoop this first couple of minutes of the game.
Feeling each other out, I think is the phrase there. Rye strings the triple.
There you go. Aaron Rye says, don't worry, guys. I'll put it in the hoop.
Came off the foot. Shot clock's at 14, so it doesn't need resetting.
Here is lovely skip pass. Go ahead, sorry.
I was about to say, after a lot of bobbling about and things not going in, that's a clean one. Ramsey has it not loose. He's able to keep possession. Shot clock getting low. And that's deflected away. Rye will let that go out of bounds. And it will stay with Sheffield. 1 second on the shot clock.
No foul, Ben Thomas says. Good call. Stay disciplined. Just stay in between the player and the basket. If they make it, then so what?
Delpesh gets underneath, but couldn't get it away in time. Shot clock violation.
Good look, though.
Yeah, it was a better look than you would expect.
Yeah. Well done, White, just staying big, making that difficult.
Skylar got to make himself look presentable. It's on telly. Tuck your shirt in. Rideau. Step back from Skylar White off the front of the rim. Neither team shooting the ball very well as yet. Only 9 points on the board. Idle Rock gets it back, fires up the three, and you can see just 4 made field goals for
both teams a little bit out of
struggling.
out of sync, out of kind of rhythm.
Just waiting for one of them to catch fire.
Yeah, seriously. Only 5 minutes of play and only 2 buckets scored for Sheffield, and Aaron Rise scored all 5 for Cheshire Phoenix. Here he is with the ball.
Will that count? Basket good. Aaron Rye lays it in.
Rocket to sleep.
And a chance for an extra one. Yeah, the first 5 minutes been an easy gig for the scoreboard operator.
Yeah, here's that spin move that you spoke about that he loves to get to. I'm surprised that people haven't scouted that yet. You know, he loves to turn back over that right hand and get back to it.
Well, he has all 8 of his team's points. Ramsey forcing his way down the lane. Didn't look much room. Much appreciated by Johnny Nelson. Sheffield royalty in the building, as he always is when the Sharks are in town. There he is. He's always on the front row cheering the Sharks. It is a 2-point game here at the CMA. Timeout call. We'll take a break as well. Welcome back to Sheffield. Malik Green on the bench. Got a warning from the official, presumably for complaining about something or other before he sat down as he was walking to the bench.
Yeah, gonna have to just make sure you reel it in a little bit. You've got the warning, now listen. So the Knicks fans, they've travelled. They've been great all season, haven't they? They've turned up in Ellesmere Port, and then also in the trophy final, they were excellent. And here they are again.
Keeping the Vuvuzela shops in the Northwest alive as well. That's the first 2 points scored by somebody other than Rye. And Sheffield trail by 4. Boot of White in the way. We'll put 14 back on the shot clock.
Wow, Nixon has been inserted into the game. Also, Pipkins has been an all-star, and just to have that on your bench of instant offense and highlight reel, really.
Well, it's Nixon here who gets his shot away, and he gets his first points on the board.
There you go. Put me in the game, coach, don't worry. And he just pedals, back pedals, got it under control.
Jack up top for 3. Once the free throws go in, the threes look a bit easier.
Yeah, right down that middle. Got his feet set under him. Nothing but net.
Almost turned over by Nixon. He's able to recover. Nichols going the long way round to the old running hook like it's 1984.
Taking us back in time with that one.
It's a play you don't see very often anymore.
No, really nice. Hard to guard.
Shot clock getting low again for the Knicks. Shagwar has the baseline, but the double team forces him to spin away. Nixon for 3. Not this time. Ball comes back to Nichols, who got a little slap there from behind by Aaron Rye. Look at this. Beautiful. Let's say growing up, that was the
go-to
play.
move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you were a big guy, that was basically the move you had.
Yeah, I practiced that a lot, actually. The running hook.
I had you down as too young for that.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take it. I'm still young, wild and free.
Pipkins fires up the triple. Ball is loose. White diving on the floor. Away comes Holden. Here's White for 3 off the mark. Lobbed up by Pipkins. Gets his own rebound and puts it back in for 2.
Oh, good job by Pipkins. One-on-one basketball going on for Sheffield, but there are still bodies flying. Delpesh, well done.
Cheshire, do they get it back? It ricochets out. It'll be a Sheffield ball. And the Sharks fans liking that.
Cam Holden's feet.
Nixon to the runner. What a finish that is.
Really tough finish, especially as Skylar White comes over to double team him and gets it up and over him too. Great finish.
Holden given time and space. Easy rebound for Delpesh. Sheffield looking to add to their 6-0 run. Pipkins threading the needle to Nichols for 2. And Ben Thomas has seen enough for that. 8 points in a row for the Sharks has forced him into a timeout.
Beautiful pass. Hopefully we get to see it. It was a no-look pass, had the defense off.
Here you go, Z.
Here it is. Thank you very much. So nice. We get to see it twice. Look at that. Gosh, that's tough. Great finish by Nichols as well.
1:51 to go. 16 points to 13. Sheffield lead in this one. Ben Thomas trying to get things going back in the right direction. Well, before the game, there was a little conversation, I think, picked up by our cameraman. Some discussion going on between Chargois and Rideau and Green. It didn't look like about what's the best place to eat after the game. Looked a bit more in depth than that. And I know in the first leg there was some chats going on at halftime, my insiders tell me, between Green and a few other things. And you go, is there a little something going on here, do we think?
And Nixon comes over and gets his teammate out of there. But I guarantee you they're not friends.
No,
they're not. You're right.
There would definitely look to be something in there, that's for sure.
Very interesting. I've never done that.
You never?
No, and the only chat I'm doing before a game is if one of my best friends is on the other team.
Yeah.
And even then, you know, you get quite serious, like, hey, we'll talk after.
Yeah, we'll talk afterwards. But
yeah,
none of that sort of, in that last game, you had a cheap shot on me, you didn't do any of that sort of thing,
no. That was the last game.
Yeah, well, we'll keep an eye on them.
We will, indeed.
Here's Stevens. Driving in under all sorts of pressure, able to finish.
Yeah, really nice finish. It's tough, some really tough, hard-nosed basketball happening. Our clock's just off, so we just need to apologize for that.
Here's Nichols in the corner, trying to get the scoreboard ticking, never mind the clock. Offensive foul called on the screen, Chargois. Well, David Ulf is going to come into the game for the first time for Cheshire. Rodney Glasgow the other way.
Both these teams have pretty good benches, to be fair, don't they? And this is what's been great for them.
Well, it's interesting. We were talking on Friday during game one. Nice move from Green. Good, strong defense, though. And you go back to the... Oh, Green still can't convert. Eventually, he's fouled. You go back to the trophy, and obviously that was the point Cheshire really took off.
Yeah, they did.
Undefeated through the trophy, won the competition. Tremendous form, and they've sort of ridden that on since then, having lost a few games just before the trophy started. Sheffield, if you remember, that was the point at which they brought Green in, and they obviously didn't qualify through, and they're trying to work through lineups as to what was working. Even a few weeks after that, Atiba Lions was still tinkering, trying to find
the right combinations
that work for him. But now, as the season comes to its conclusion, Atiba's found the right lineup. His starters work well. His bench, as you say, when they bring them in, there's no drop-off whatsoever. And it's a long old season to navigate, and sometimes it's a bit more straightforward than others. But
and they've had a few injuries as well, Sheffield. But for me, it was really the Pipkins change, because he was a starter and then he came off the bench. Also, Nixon playing some fantastic basketball and really just taking on that role coming up.
Christian in the corner knocks down the triple. Well, just about everybody has started a game for Sheffield this season on the roster. Nixon's pass is deflected away. Cheshire looking to run, still going. And here's Ulf, sells the fake, and well, Nichols was going to get a foul one way or the other. He tried it in the transition, and then he just landed on Ulf.
Yeah, good job, Ulf. Good decision. That will hurt. You can see he's just a little coming up a bit slow, but it was a good decision as he pretty much gets sat on to fake because he knew Nixon was coming to block the shot.
No, it's going to need a little ice pack, I should imagine.
Yeah, or a little massage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ulf makes the front end of 2 free throws. There's just under 14 ticks left in this first quarter. Can't make the second. Sheffield with a chance to level the scores at the end of 1. Oh, it's stolen away. Great defense. And they don't get the shot away in time. Just ran out, but it's been a tight first quarter here in Sheffield. We'll be back with the second quarter after this. Welcome back to Sheffield. Cam Christian had a little cameo off the bench in game 1 in the early stages. Here's his three-pointer here in game 2. And that is part of the reason the Cheshire lead here.
Yeah, the Knicks fans love that quick catch and release.
They've got so many shooters on this team. You've got to be aware of where they all are. Rideau hits the triple round the screen.
I was waiting for when Rideau was going to get on the scoreboard. That's his first shot of the day. Only 7 minutes in.
Glasgow under pressure. Kristen with the rebound. Kristen bailed out of the shot, so he won't get any shots on that because he passed it. Rideau, other way of the screen, gets into the key. His second shot didn't take too long to go up, but it didn't go in. Green, a little stutter all the way to the basket. Stevens does well there to tip that to Ulf. Rye out to Kristen, looking for a second three and finding it. And it's an 8-point lead in favor of the Cheshire Phoenix, and that is why Atiba Lions has to call an early timeout here at the beginning of the second quarter as they've got 6 points without reply here, Cheshire.
Yeah, and Cam goes just huge. He's always ready, constantly relocating on that three-point line. Here it is, look. Aaron Riser up and open, finds his man, rattles it in.
Well, that's the other thing. We talked about Rye getting to the basket in terms of his own offense, but he's more than capable of kicking it out to find a teammate. And as I said, they've got so many shooters on this team, they can all knock down a three.
Well, and that's what's so good about Rye, right? Is that he is looking for his open teammates, but because he's able to score, he brings so much attention to the defense that they start to kind of cheat in and suck in, get closer to him. Now he can kick it out, and they can get that wide open three. They're the top dogs.
Well, it all comes down to this. Will they be the top dogs, Cheshire? London are waiting in the final for whoever can get through. And obviously the Knicks, having already beaten London in a major final this year, will fancy their chances next Sunday, but they've got to get past Sheffield first.
Yeah, that was a great, I was on that call in Birmingham for the trophy final. Really, they were just fantastic, and it wasn't even they played out of their minds. They still played their style of basketball, but really dominated and just kind of had London Lions on their back foot and just kept punching, and it was a wonderful game to be a part of.
Ramsey to Pipkins. Little stutter, beautiful acceleration from Jalen Pipkins.
Oh, the stutter indeed just got Rye off balance. And then the fifth gear, and who's down here?
Christian's, he slipped on the...
Did he?
If you watch...
let's have a look.
He's running the base. I can't quite see him in that angle, but he ends up on the floor. Cam Christian. So he's a little slow back to his feet. He's up now. Seems to be okay. Oh, it's Uriah Rennie, the former Premier League referee. He's a fairly regular spectator in these parts. Sheffield native, of course. Seen him quite a few times down at the Sharks games over the years. Enjoying the playoff action.
All the legends are out. Mike Tuck must be in there somewhere.
I'm sure we'll find him. I'm sure we'll find him.
Sooner or later.
Foul called on the rebound. There he is. TV star Mike Tuck. What did he do before he was on TV? Did he have a career before he was on TV?
The Love Triangle show he's just come off. Lovely.
Well, who's he texting? Yeah. This is the question. Who's he texting? Well, he's got a couple. He's got at least a couple of numbers in his phone, I think.
I like to call him a silver fox for a reason.
My wife loved that show. It's Stevens off the mark for three.
I love that, you know, reality TV is also an option. You've seen Ovi Soko do it. And why not?
Martin Henlon, he was on the ITV show last year.
What TV show could you be on? Big Brother?
I don't know. I don't think anybody would want to watch me. I don't think. It's Pipkins off the mark for three, and there's a foul on the rebound, which goes against Kristen. And Rideau's not happy about it. End line ball. Pipkins. Back out to Delpesh. Ramsey loses his feet. It's going to be a hell ball. And the arrow will mean that Sheffield keep the ball, but they only have 2.7 of the shot clock to work with.
More than enough time to come down and catch and shoot, or dribble and get something to the basket.
Top of the key. Pipkins off the mark. Jack. Nice little toss in for 2.
That's really nice. Just gets into a nice little rhythm. He's playing well. I mean, he's always been playing well. He's been consistent for me.
There's Rideau doing what he loves to do, getting his hands in passing lanes.
Yes.
And he got a double deflection on that, so it'll be a Cheshire ball.
So here it is. It just comes flying through.
He's always gambling on the chance of a steal.
Yeah, he leads the league, right?
He led the league in steals and assists.
Yep.
Only the 5th player to do that. All right, back to White. Shot clock being ticked down. Knicks fans calling it out. And Rye again with that, the way he brings the ball across, invites the foul. And he will go to the free throw line.
It's virtually impossible, I think, to really guard because he is so strong, he's so tall. He's able to keep his balance. It's kind of, I mean, would you call it an unorthodox kind of style?
Very
of play?
unorthodox, yeah.
So your usual way of guarding and defending a player, you don't come across, you know, offense like that at all.
You don't see too many players of his position being playmakers like that, where they've got the ball in their hands so much, looking to create not only for themselves but for other teams. The other thing he does is he can grab a rebound and go defensively. And again, there aren't too many guys of his size that are comfortable in doing that. Somebody pointed me towards Pierre Hampton, who used to play for Leicester and Plymouth, as a guy who would do that as well. Big body, but tremendous control of the basketball.
Somebody's open, because I was doubled there for a second.
Delpesh with the running hook.
Okay, we've seen 2 running hooks today. Clearly something they've been working on.
Right down the lane, and again, it's just hard to stay in front. The problem is you kind of need a smaller player on him to stay in front of him.
Yeah.
But then you need a bigger player once you're in front of him to be able to try and repel him back, and you can't have both.
Yeah. Maybe you just need a twin, or you need another Delpesh, do you know what I mean? But yeah, just the way he's constantly attacking the rim. What I love, I coach some young kids, is keep your eyes up to be able to dribble the ball, but you're scanning your teammates, but also where the defense is. He's so good at that, constantly having his eyes up. It's just a free throw.
Cheshire now with a 9-point lead. Tough shot from Ramsey off the mark. Bump foul is called. Sheffield over the limit, so that'll be 2 free throws. There's some conversation going on here. The Tiber Lions has just been given a technical foul. He's not happy, and he's still going at it. Wow, he's got to be careful.
He has been thrown out before.
A couple of times this season.
And he's saying, "Tee me up." And he's asking for it.
Well, he will get it eventually. There's only so far they will go.
He's going to get it.
The referee's ignoring it for now.
Gosh. You know, he's no use for his team if he's in the changing room, locker room, or upstairs in that little window that looks over the gym. He has to keep, I get it. There's a fine balance of, you know, support your players, be there, kind of have their back. But then after you've barked and you've said your point, you know, bring it back in. So hopefully he can just calm down here. By that stance there with the arms crossed, he's definitely showing he's not impressed.
Well, sometimes these things can be turning points for your team as well. You get that feeling everybody's against us, we can't get a call, and the referees are giving them some stuff, and we just got a technical, and all of that sort of thing. It's can often be incredible fuel for a team, and he will hope that his team can put the afterburners on, because they're in a bit of a hole here, trailing by 12. It's the 21 that's the problem, isn't it? It's not enough points. Rock spinning and finishing. He wanted a foul on that one as well, Atiba. I might agree with him on that. It's poked away, ball is loose. That looked like it was kicked. And it looked like it was Shagwar's foot that kicked it, and that's what the referee agrees with, and Atiba Lyons does too.
Good shot by RJ.
Yeah.
Rock, seeing that he had the shorter Rideau on him, just made a quick reverse. I think he'll go back to that. Try and get that mismatch.
Ramsey underneath Rideau, but it doesn't go in. Right, Martino trying to make it difficult for him. Kicks it out to White, head fakes the three, resets himself, and got caught on the arm in doing it. Delpesh with the foul. Sheffield with some work to do here. They trail by double figures. Timeout is called. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back. Well, actually, just before we do that, there's a technical being called. I think there's a technical on the Sheffield bench, and there may well be one for it's the Sharks bench. Is this the one on Cheshire as well? So we won't take that timeout.
Nope.
We won't take that break. We'll
We need to
watch
shoot the free
Skylar
throws.
White shoot a free throw instead.
Okay. There we go.
Skylar White does make that free throw, and we do have our timeout, so we will take a break. We'll be right back.
Media timeout has been called. Please welcome.
Welcome back to Sheffield. Just before the timeout, the Sheffield bench was called for a technical, so they need to be careful because Atiba Lyons has got a coach technical. 3 combined technicals means the coach gets DQ'd, and you don't want to be a player on the bench who says something that gets the coach DQ'd.
Yeah, it's true. And just the bench and the coach just need to settle down. We've been warned. You know, Green also got a warning. You get it, a lot of emotion is in this game. Just do or die. Literally, your season hangs on this game.
Skylar White pushes Cheshire's lead a further point out. 12 is their biggest margin in this contest. Nixon for 3 off the mark. Rye spinning. His pass is picked off by Pipkins. Pipkins threading the needle. White with a block. Incredible. Delpesh went in for the jam. The whole of Sheffield is on their feet screaming for a foul, but the referee said clean block.
And they answered right back. Great defense.
What's happened here? Coach technical, is it on Atiba? If it is, his game is done. Atiba Lyons is finished. He's out of the game. He's got a technical again. And he has been disqualified. Well, the whole of Sheffield were up in arms. They thought it was a foul. It was called a clean block, or not called. And Atiba Lyons has got a second technical. And his afternoon is over.
Well, he's going to take this moment to say what he needs to say off of his chest. But we said just moments ago, Dan, he's, you know, tiptoeing on a fine line. And they've had enough.
Well, he's still having a conversation, but they're not going to change the call, unfortunately for him. So a shake of the head and he's off. Well, I think he's saying, I'm all right, don't worry. Because he actually seems relatively calm in this situation. And he will dap up everybody on the way out. And he can't believe it. I must confess, I couldn't see whether he did anything for the last technical. But he has to head off. Well, the question is, can they use this as fuel, Sheffield? It's not how they would want to be in this position, but now that they are. So this was the original one.
It's a block.
It looked like a block.
Yes.
I'll be honest, it looked like a block. But all of the fans, well, maybe is there a bit of wrist? It looks a bit more wristy from that angle.
Yeah, different angle. You get a different look. So Coach Lyons is going to have to take a seat that we've seen him earlier on. A couple of weeks ago, he got a double tech and he went upstairs to a little window.
Well, the fans are up, that's for sure. The fans are up. And they will be putting pressure on, and Nixon doing the best he can to reply. Marko Bakovic once again having to take the reins for the Sheffield Sharks.
It's not his first rodeo.
No, but it's his biggest, that's for sure.
Great double. What are they called?
Well, I think it's a foul against Sheffield again. It is. Well, and there's a technical as well. Well, it's all going on. I think Idle Rock got called for a foul and a technical foul. Well, the Sheffield fans cannot believe what's going on here. They feel everything is going against them.
There's a trap in the corner there. I felt like it was solid. Hopefully we might get another look. But
it's so loud. I didn't actually hear the first whistle to know it's. There's another technical. There's another technical. It's all going on. It's on Prentice Nixon, that one. Well, Sheffield have the world against them right now. They cannot buy a break.
And whoever the leader is of this Sheffield team, regroup your guys, get them huddled in, tell them to be quiet, settle in, or referees will, you can see, they're savage right now. They're going to tee everyone up, and they'll have nobody in this game.
Well, a timeout has been called. Coach Bakovic is getting clarification on what was going on. So there was just to break it all down, there was an original foul called on the cross-court pass on Eichel Rock. He then got a technical, presumably for something he said or a reaction to the call. And then while they were going for the free throw line, Prentice Nixon got the wrath of the official as well. He got called for a technical. So this is now, I guess the one thing you say is, we're getting nothing, so let's just go for it. Let's just go for it.
But the emotions gonna get it down. But if they get the better of you, and the referees basically have the power here. They've already touched your coach. They've given multiple technical fouls. You've got to rein it in, or you have nobody playing in this game, and it'll be a write-off. You know, your season will be done.
Wow, it fired the fans up for sure. It was loud in here before, but the atmosphere has ratcheted up just a little bit.
Incredible. I didn't see it going like this.
No. There's the Tiba Lions up in the, I don't know what that room is up there, but he's, oh, Uriah Rennie's up there as well. He's probably explaining whether it's a yellow card or a red card.
There it is. And when they built this new arena, do you think they put these glass windows in for this purpose?
I don't know what the rules are on that, by the way, but
yeah, I mean, he's left the arena.
he's left the arena.
It doesn't clarify if he can't look from a window or not.
No.
But anyway,
Fair, everything else has gone against them, so you wouldn't be surprised.
gosh, well, Jaguar goes to the line, knocks down the first, and just keeps piling on the points. Misses the second. Also,
Cheshire living at the free throw line at the minute.
Yeah, and Green back in the game as well.
Nixon kicked out to Eichel Rock, stolen away by Rideau. Well, Cheshire don't care what Sheffield's feelings are right now. They want to put their foot on the throat and have this one wrapped up by halftime, and Rideau piles on the agony.
Yeah, and this is one team, you're right, who don't care. Phoenix come in, and I really said they're one of a team that's just a dog that wants to fight.
Eichel Rock. Wow, that's a tough shot from RJ Eichel Rock.
IR King.
White trying to bully his way down. Delpesh is getting a flop warning. Well, that won't make the refs any more popular in the building. Green off the mark for three.
Sheffield's offense really dried up, and just the waves of Phoenix keep coming. Good block.
Jack gets his own rebound but can't convert. Green takes it alone, gets his own rebound as well, and he can't convert either. Delpesh will have a go, and they do get 2 points on the board.
Trying to stick with it.
Well, they just need to get to half-time, Sheffield. Somewhere as close as they can get, and then try and regroup. Off the back of the rim goes Rye. Nixon. It's a little early in this.
Too quick, you know.
Right, Nixon goes to the ground, and Rock with the rebound. Is that a foul against Sheffield? It is. It's a foul on
Pipkins.
Pipkins.
And
Was there another flop warning in there as well? I don't know, but well, Marko Bakovic, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. What do you do?
he's got his hands full. Look at him. He's just like, gosh, it just keeps getting worse and worse. And Cheshire go back to the free throw line. They've shot 16 from 21, so they're going to the free throw line shooting 22nd and 23rd free throw.
Yeah, it's one of those, if we can get the free throw statistics, you'll see the disparity in the number of free throws. And that's
two.
Certainly part of the thinking of the Sheffield fans in terms of how things are going against them. It's 23 attempts to 2 in the first half. There we go, 23-2. 17-point differential on the free throw line. That's unbelievable. Here's Retino.
Needed.
Doesn't get, though. All fighting hard for the rebound.
Gotta knock those ones down just to settle Sheffield in. And Cheshire, the clock is their friend, so they'll take the whole time.
Chance to get it past 20, and it is 50-29 as halftime approaches.
Great job by Shagwa. Nice little alley-oop.
Foul called. Ironic cheers around the building as it's only the second foul of the quarter to go against Cheshire.
There's Mike Tuck. He's looking on.
We could do with subbing him in, I think.
Yeah, subbing him in or becoming coach. I don't know. Sheffield needs something. They've let Cheshire score 50 points.
Idle Rock along the baseline, hits it off the bottom of the board. Goes out of bounds. It'll still be a Sheffield ball. There's 1.8 seconds to go. Well, Atiba Lyons, with the world against him seemingly, his team in a massive hole. It's out to Glasgow, resets for 3. Does not go. Well, that has been an eventful first half at the Cannon Medical Arena. Sheffield feeling like everything going against them. Technicals galore. The coach has been DQ'd. They're in a massive hole. Zania and I will do our best to break it all down right after this break. Well, welcome back to our coverage of the British Basketball League playoffs. Pretty much everything that could go wrong for Sheffield in that second quarter did go wrong. Atiba Lyons disqualified, technicals all over the place. Azania, did they get the rough end of everything there?
Yeah, I think that's really tough, and especially to lose Coach Lyons loads of tees. It's been a disaster for Sheffield.
Yeah, it has. They just couldn't buy a break. Let's have a look at the numbers. The one that leaps off the page to me, the free throws.
Yeah.
1 for 2. Sheffield, 18 for 23 at the other end of the floor.
Well, a lot of those are from the technical fouls, so it's been tough. But also Sheffield only shooting 0 from 9 from the three-point line. They didn't really shoot a good clip in game one either, only 25%. They're struggling, and really when, you know, you need offense, you've got to hit those threes. They're at home, the crowd is in it. It's been an emotional game. I think halftime couldn't come soon enough.
In that decisive game 3 against Leicester, I think they made 12, didn't they? So they could do with that in the second half. Let's see if we can compile everything that happened into a short little package here at Zania. And,
Oh, gosh.
well, really, looking back at these early stages, this didn't really tell us what was about to come.
No, not at all. But for me, it was all Aaron Rye. He had their first, I think it was 8 or 9 points.
Yeah, 8 points.
8 points at the start of the game. But really from first quarter, first opening minutes, both teams really out of sync, couldn't really get themselves going. But then the Knicks fans who have travelled to Sheffield started to get hot. And Sheffield just really struggled and just really couldn't figure it out. And I just think emotions have taken the better of them.
Well, I mean, we talked about the free throws, and that has helped Cheshire get to 50. Sheffield's problem is they haven't been able to put the ball in the basket often enough, isn't it?
No, yeah, and shooting, 0 from 9 from the three-point line hasn't helped. But listen, it's a tale of second 2 halves, and with basketball, you can get streaking, you can get hot, and all you need to do is see the ball go through and then start chipping away at that lead.
And they will have to hope that they can use this as some sort of motivation to get themselves back into this game in the second half. Marko Bakovic will be the coach for the second half. Can they find some way back into this Sheffield? Well, earlier, London punched their ticket to the O2 and the playoff final. We'll have a look back at that in just a moment. But first, let's remind ourselves of game 1 between these teams. Roxy's Delpesh underneath, good pass.
Great pass, great pass.
Ramsey directing traffic. He's going to let it fly, and he's going to string the 3. Sheffield in front. Christian driving hard to the glass. What a finish.
Yeah, tough finish with the left hand. Oh, took a spill there.
Shagwar steps into the 3, and that is the 6th of the game. And there's Shagwar again, knocking down a triple. Nixon's going to fire up the 3.
Oh!
Shot, what a make.
Back and forth and back and forth. He rocks you to sleep and then hits it right in your face.
Rye spinning, little pump fake from him, Aaron Rye.
You could see manipulating Green with the dribble and the deuce.
Rye. Oh, that is tough.
He's like, where's the foul?
Oh, miscommunication.
Whoa.
Delpesh says thank you very much. Delpesh running the floor for the jam.
Oh! Ball handling supreme from Delpesh. Takes it to the cup, and the Sharks cut it to 3.
Right. Oh my goodness! What a finish from Aaron Rye.
Boy, you find something new each week with this guy. I think he was going to pass it until he heard the whistle. He says, okay.
Rideau. Stevens under pressure. Oh, tough finish.
Yeah, hung in the air just enough to get it over the rim. Usually a jump shooter there.
But a quick reply from Nixon.
Well, Nixon has been special here in this game again. Special in the playoffs.
Christian for 3, and that goes.
Boy, aggressive Christian.
Well, Rideau had an easy look there, and it's tipped in by Shagwar.
What a tap from Shagwar. Flex on him as well.
Cheshire Phoenix win game 1 in this playoff semi-final, and they will take a 1-0 lead to Sheffield on Sunday. Nothing doing. Here's Green in transition with the two-handed jab. Oh, Austin with the steal, and a perfect start for the Newcastle Eagles.
They mean business.
It's thrown away. Austin with the steal finds McGill, and Newcastle again turning London turnovers into points.
Gosh, that was nasty.
Oh, it's through the hands of Delpesh, and it's London's chance to run. Phillip to the basket. Look at that. Bang, bang, bang. Waba going to the basket himself.
Come back in.
Nice pass, and there he is again. Taj Green with another throwdown off a beautiful assist. Here's Johnson with the transition 3. What a shot. Matt Morgan along the baseline, shovels it back, extra pass, beautiful from the London Lions. Grantham hard to the rim for the jab.
Lovely baseline.
Phillip is running the floor, and suddenly the London Lions have their biggest lead of the game. Waba. Oh, he just tossed it up, hopefully, and it went in.
Newcastle yet again.
Oh, it's great ball movement, and Grantham spins it in off the glass. Waba, he fires up the 3, followed by Tariq Phillip, and the hammer down. Just keeps on going, doesn't he? And they get 2 more, but it is only trimming. They had their mission to get back to the playoff final, to defend their crown. They are there. The London Lions are going to the O2.
Welcome back to Sheffield, where everything happened in the first half. Everything against Sheffield. They're down their coach. They're down big, and they're in a lot of problems. And part of the reason they are Aaron Rye. He doesn't care what's happening to Sheffield's feelings. He's piling on the pain.
Well, actually, Dan, you're completely wrong. And we want to take this moment to celebrate you. And you're the MVP of today's game, not Aaron Rye, because we want to celebrate your 600
Who
win.
told you, Z? Who told you?
Your 600 commentary for British basketball. Watch this.
Lucas. Oh!
Myers fakes it. Now Myers to win the league. Yeah. Terrell Myers has won the league. Slow in the corner for the win.
Following jam in. There's Johnson again. A word or two. Right drive into the rim and he jams it down.
Lowell for three. Oh, TJ Lowell! Oh, well, thank you very much. Thank you very
welcome.
much. I did not know that was coming. I feel incredibly old now. 600 games is a lot, though. To be fair.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you to everybody in the gallery as well for putting that together. What I would say is 600 games commentated. I haven't seen too many like that second quarter there with technicals galore and free throws all over the place.
Yeah.
I have seen a few big comebacks in my time. Could Sheffield muster up? See, is he trying to get it back onto the
Wow,
show?
look at you.
Could Sheffield muster it up somehow?
It was all about you, and
It
somehow you've got it back. But you're right. We're back into the second half of the action. And for me, Sheffield just in that halftime need to settle into this, but also just chip away. You want to play for pride here. You're at home. It's potentially your last game. And you just got to take one possession at a time.
Well, we're back underway here. Skylar White off the mark for three. I'm still not
You're
happy.
buzzing,
That,
aren't
you know,
you?
I'm still not. I can't believe
We
you kept
got
that
you.
secret. You're supposed to tell me these things.
No, I
Steve.
can't tell you these things.
Can't believe that.
Well, 600 games.
There's
is
a lot of
incredible.
games,
Yeah.
to be fair. And tipped home by Malik Green. As Sheffield trying to find something, some way back into this. Of course, one of the clips there, Myers to win the league. It was my first season, Sheffield, with a great moment. Chris Finch, the head coach, he's looking for another title this year as well in the NBA.
He's with the Timberwolves, right?
With the
Or
Timberwolves.
Timberwolves, yeah.
As Green drives through.
There's two quick buckets for Green. That's how you want to start the second half. You've got nothing to lose. Like I said, last game, if you don't win this, they'll be packing their bags and heading home.
Here's Skylar White off the mark for three. Rebound, Maceo Jack, who puts it back in. And I guess from a Cheshire point of view, they will have spent the half-time saying, look, they're going to come out swinging in the second half. They'll probably get a few calls to balance things up along the way. We've got to just be us, keep doing what we've been doing.
I would agree with you. And here it is. This is what they're doing best in transition, right?
Not that time, though. Eitel Rock thought about the three, gets it back on the give and go. A nice extra pass to Malik Green.
Yeah, good job. 6 quick points from Green.
Shagwar to the basket, lays it in.
Good job by Shagwar. Yeah, and that's kind of Sheffield. Good energy for this third quarter.
Ramsey off the mark.
Still haven't figured it out at the three-point line.
Rideau just doing his shoelaces, so the referee calls a halt to the game as Cheshire had the ball. And Tiba Lyons, unfortunately for him, still watching on from afar. This is not how he wanted his season to end. And it may not, if his team can find a way back into it. They may get one more crack at it. It is the last home game for Sheffield, irrespective. As Green is at the top of the key to chip 2 more points out of the deficit.
Yeah, Green's been on one in this third quarter. 8 points for him. Just a few minutes, has been locked in.
Right, out to Rideau. That combo has been torching teams all season long.
Yes, indeed, torching teams. Perfectly said, and 7 from 19.
Ooh, Delpesh went for the big throwdown and the foul was called. The ironic cheers from the home fans, but you saw on that 3-point shooting graphic, 21-point differential from the 3-point line, and the free throw line as well. We talked about the differential between the two teams from there as well.
Yeah,
And that has been
tough.
Tough, yeah, tough to overcome.
Well, if Sheffield want to just, you know, keep pushing, they're gonna need some of these 3-point shots to drop in, and the free throws. You finally get to the free throw line.
It's only their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Cheshire had 23 in the first half. Delpesh isn't their best free throw shooter, to be fair. There's a line violation there. It doesn't matter as it goes in. There's the differential. So 16 points difference on the free throws and 21 points difference on the 3-pointers. And that is why they are so far behind. Here's White looking for another 3. Falls short, but Jack in the right place at the right time.
They can't afford that. They finally, you know, cause Cheshire to shoot a tough shot. They've got to get those rebounds.
Ramsey, top of the key, knocks it down.
That's his money shot. Loves to get to that spot.
Well, a poor pass, yeah, just thrown away. I tell you what, if Sheffield could get this down to 10 before the end of the quarter,
Doable.
with the crowd behind them.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Martino sits down. Here's Nixon. If anybody's going to lead them back, can he be the man? Certainly his playoff form would suggest he's going to be a contributor. So too Jalen Pipkins, who knocks down the mid-range.
Yeah, Pipkins and Nixon, you're right. Those two with Green's first couple of points in this third quarter.
And a steal here from Ramsey. Green lays it in, and Sheffield have the momentum now. Shagwar open for 3. Rye with the putback. They can't give up second chance points.
And that's the second one in a row, Dan, that they've just caused the tough shot, and nobody's, you know, snagging and grabbing that rebound.
Well, you can see Sheffield have got a lot of chances from the second chance, but not able to score them. Certainly not enough for them. Rye gives it on to Christian, who strings the 3.
Great job. And, you know, Rye had every opportunity to shoot that, but passes it on.
Gave up a good shot for a better one. It's still a 20-point Cheshire lead as timeout is called. We'll be back after the break. Welcome back to Sheffield, where the Sharks had a little momentum until Cam Christian knocked down this three and said, no, you don't.
Yeah, he's had a couple already. First half, he had 2 real quick trigger, but I love the sharing of the ball of Aaron Wright.
He seems to be enjoying Stevie Wonder as well, by the looks of it, in that
Happy birthday to
cut
you.
there. Yeah, it's somebody's birthday. Here's Glasgow back to Nixon for 3. In and out. Christian with the rebound.
Defense by Pipkins.
Wright has it, late shot clock situation. Trying to go to work, creates enough space to get the shot away. Ulf, though, on the offensive glass. Stevens for 3, misses everything. Blocking foul. Ulf. Oh, the basket will count as well for Delpesh. Ulf not quite in the right spot. And Delpesh with a chance of a 3-point play.
I was a little worried here, giving your post player the ball that far out. But he just gets into his shot, big muscles, and stands on top of Ulf as well.
Could have been a lot worse for David Ulf, couldn't it?
Yeah, it's glad he's all right.
But he gets 3 points instead. Delpesh. I like the way you said you were a bit worried to give you. So basically, what you're saying is I wouldn't have wanted the ball there. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Oh, unsportsmanlike foul is the call. Is it on Nixon? If it is, he's done. He's done because he got a technical in the first half. So an unsportsmanlike is a disqualifying foul for him. He's arguing the case.
It doesn't matter. Let's see if we can see
Well,
that.
it goes from bad to worse for Sheffield. Nixon applauds the fans as he leaves, but his night is done. Oh, I didn't see it in real time as how it was an unsportsmanlike foul. He's trying to pump the crowd up on the way out. And he's very unhappy. Apologies if you can hear what he said there, but clearly not in agreement with the call. Let's have another look. What happens? Well, I don't know about that. I don't know, but I don't know about that. What do you think?
Yeah, it's just a run
It
through.
just looked like a foul.
Yeah, regular foul. Maybe because obviously he's put his head down, he knows he's coming. Yeah, maybe he does go upstairs and join coach and watch his team. Because there was a moment that they got, there's still a lot of basketball to
There
play.
is, but if you're a Sheffield fan, you're thinking, well, just nothing else will go our way here. They will feel like it doesn't matter what they do.
No. They could get those stops and execute on the other end.
Back out to Ramsey. Oh, there he is. He's gone up, Nixon. He's got a hug from his coach. Rideau. In and out. Rebound Delpesh. Well, they're having a big debrief up there. That is not where they want to see Atiba Lyons and Prentice Nixon, that's for sure. Traveling violation. Wow. I don't think the officials will be getting a Christmas card from South Yorkshire this year. There's not too many friendly faces in the crowd as far as the referees are concerned. Sheffield fans feel very unhappy, and understandably so, given how much has gone against them. Here's Pipkins driving through. And any foul now that goes Sheffield's way is greeted with ironic cheers. Pipkins will go to the line.
I think Pipkins just needs to take this game over. Really good job from him going end to end. Nobody can really stop him. So just like I said, there's over 12 minutes left of, of this game. Just keep chipping away, keep making your team proud. But free throws, we begged and we wanted more because the difference, but we've got to hit them. We've got to hit your free throws just to keep the clock ticking. The scoreboard ticking, excuse me. And he hits that one.
Here's Rye. Under pressure from Nichols.
Good defense intensity though.
Rye gets it back though and finds a gap down the middle.
Gosh. Add that to Aaron Rice.
Oh my goodness, he stepped in. He stepped in on the inbound. Delpesh has been called for stepping in the court before he's passed the ball. And it's gone back to Cheshire. Well, I don't know. I wasn't looking at his feet, so I can't tell you if he did it or not. But I can tell you if I was a Sheffield fan, I would be fuming, I think. I just feel like we can't catch any sort of break. Rideau, you knew that was going in, didn't you? You knew that was going in.
Just rub salt in the wounds and the defense off of him and just gives himself that little rhythm dribble.
Ramsey out to Glasgow. Long two, just towed the line.
Sheffield need to get stops down. They need to give them, one tough shot and then they've got to get the rebound. Too many times in this third quarter, Cheshire able to get rebounds.
Short on the three is Rye. Ramsey strings the transition three.
Yeah, good job. So the defense step off of him. Too deep.
Christian off the mark. Nichols with the rebound. Tip down. Rideau has it. Last 30 seconds of the third quarter. Off to the rim, can't lay it home. Ramsey running the clock here. They have got a foul to give if they want to give it. I think Rideau does. Well, in the end, he does commit the foul. It's on the floor. Ramsey's not happy. They're screaming for a technical here in the front row. Rideau is last man up. It's just an ordinary foul that's called, but you can see the Sheffield fans are up and asking for more.
There they are saying, give us a technical. Call it both ways.
It's going to be a sideline ball.
Cameron comes in for the last 1.3.
And he's got a steal,
gosh.
and he's got a half-court heave, but it doesn't go. Well, there's 10 minutes left in this one. It's a 17-point game, but anything could happen because everything has happened. We'll have the fourth quarter after this break. Well, there is no Prentice Nixons, there is no Atiba Lions. Is there a way back for the Sheffield Sharks here in the fourth quarter? Their season is close to its end unless they can find some way of scrambling out of this hole in the last 10 minutes. Michael Rock with the give and go once again. Too strong on the layup.
Yeah, good look, but just needs to take his time. It's so important that every shot that they get now, they've got to put the ball in the basket. They've got to defend.
Carrasco doing well to deflect that away. Holden, lovely pass across to Stevens, wide open in the corner to string the three.
Wow, yes, clap indeed. That was a fantastic play. They started to suck into the key and just a nice over, into that corner. Very hard to defend. Great job, Cheshire.
Green going to work against Ulf. The Cheshire man called for the foul.
That skip pass that Cheshire just did, really good. They're all on the same page. They know exactly what they want. This team is so unselfish. They look for each other constantly. It's the only reason why Coach Ben Thomas is going to clap for that.
Well, they've not shot very well from the free throw line. They've not got there very much, but when they have, not enough have gone in.
And just disappointing because in game one, they were 22 from 24 from the free throw line. They shot 91%. Okay, yeah, they haven't got there a lot, but they haven't hit either. So just an absolute, I think free throw is such a mental game there. It is 4 from 9, 44%, but only getting there 9 times.
Skip pass again. Same result. Cam Christian knocking down the triple this time.
Cheshire know the help is coming. And they're just really taking their time. Such poise in their offense, finding the open man.
30-point differential on the three-point line. Rebound pulled down by Rye. Ramsey's called for the foul.
And there's Rye again. Does such a good job rebounding. Really, really good job.
Well, a timeout is called. Cheshire well on their way to the 0-2 here, leading by 23 points. And Cheshire will surely be headed towards the 0-2. Ben Thomas's team just need to be sensible here. That's all they've got to, the reality is it's going to be hard for Sheffield to get to 76, never mind more than that. So Cheshire just have to do what they've been doing, and they will be there next weekend.
Absolutely, and it all comes down to this, right? The 0-2, May 19th, and you're right. What I love about Cheshire's game, which tickets are still available, by the way, I'll be there, is that they're really taking their time in the offense. The clock is their friend, so no need to rush or take quick shots. Make sure you run the shot clock down. They're also getting second opportunities when they do miss shots. Guys are throwing themselves in and getting offensive rebounds.
Well, I'd get on there before the Cheshire fans do.
I know.
You want to get your tickets in, because I think in 20 minutes or so time, there'll be a rush of bookings from the Ellesmere Port area. Glasgow for Sheffield. Rotino fires up the three. The three-pointers have not dropped at all for Sheffield today. Right. tough one. Doesn't go. Rebound Green. Kipper Nichols knocks one down. They needed that.
Finally, they really needed that 3. The fact that Aaron Rye, you know, can play point guard, can play multiple positions. So hard to guard.
Needs to go up here. Rye gets it away to beat the buzzer, but misses everything. It's a shot clock violation.
And probably one of their only bad offenses this evening, this afternoon, wherever time we're at, Sunday. I think that's, you know, really well done from them. It's taken them all the way to the 4th to shoot one bad shot.
Nichols doesn't go this time. Rebound Ulf. Right. How's he scored that? Looked like a turnover.
And just stuck with it. Put it high off the glass, give it a chance to go in.
Nichols. Christian with the rebound. Stevens. Back up top to Rye.
See what I mean? Phoenix just taking their time.
I thought Ulf was going to shoot a 3 there. Christian will, and he'll knock it down.
Kisses the crowd.
I presume somebody down there was talking some trash to
Yeah,
him, and he...
kisses it right to them. But see what I mean? They're using the full shot clock. And then right at the end, the dagger. Where Sheffield don't have time to play. There's a foul there.
Clumsy one. Eitelrock's got a few words to say. Here we go. Christian backing away, or being backed away, sorry, by Rideau. Well, Rideau paying peacemaker. He's usually involved some way, but that time he was making sure everything was calm.
Ben Thomas does such a good job, and he tells his crowd to get up. But Coach Ben does do a really good job when he gets his players out if they're fired up, or, you know, some emotionals can get out of.
He's
out of
fired
line.
up.
Yeah,
I think
he
it's
is.
fair to say he's fired
Yeah.
up. He's
Yep.
firing the crowd up as well.
Yeah.
Nice little pocket pass from Glasgow Junior. Deflected out of bounds. Will stay with the Sharks.
Aaron Rye will come out, and Shagwar, fantastic, sensational. Any describing word you want to put there, and put Aaron Rye's name right next to it. Fantastic game from him, just all round.
Foul called on the shot. Whoa, Glasgow slipped trying to pick his teammate up. All is okay. Holden looking chilled on the bench. He had a late night last night,
Yeah.
something. It looks like
Sunday,
he needs a little nap.
you know.
Maybe he had a big Sunday lunch, big roast, and it's starting to kick in now. He needs a little nap. Rideau with the ball, hands it off to Stevens. Fancy this isn't a lineup Cheshire have ran too often. Ulf and Chargois. Is Rideau skipping his way through. Doesn't matter who's on court, he just takes it to the rim.
Rock the baby, there it is. and real patience, because I thought, you know, maybe move the ball.
Pipkins replies with 2 of his own. Rideau for 3. Continues to pile on the Sheffield pain.
Yeah, that indeed. Sheffield pain. And the one guy who's going to do it is Rideau.
Foul is called. 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go in this one. Cheshire up 26. They are closing in on the final. We will have the conclusion of this game 2 right after the break. Welcome back to Sheffield, where Ben Thomas and his team are probably about 10-15 minutes away from the first playoff final in the Phoenix era. The old Chester Jets went to 3 playoff finals in the early 2000s. He'd have probably been in the crowd, I would have thought, Ben. Robbie Pears and the Jet Wash team in 2002 won. Paul Smith got to the final in 04 and 05, but were beaten by Sheffield and Newcastle. But can the Phoenix land a first playoff title in the Phoenix era? Here's Chargois.
Tough foul. But the thing is, and also, you know, this team has definitely just grown in confidence since that trophy final. Then March, I think they went undefeated. Nobody could, you know, beat them, figure them out. And they just really excelled. They trust each other. You can see that they're all on the same page. The chemistry, they want to win. They've played fantastic basketball, and really I've enjoyed them as they've got better and better throughout the season. Got themselves a little bit of a trophy as well, and now they're going for the new.
It's always that interesting thing when a team wins that first one in January. Well, they're still keeping him awake. When they win there's 2 ways you can go there. You can either go, we've achieved our goal for the season, we've won a trophy,
We're happy
against
with
the
that.
odds,
Yeah.
we're done, and you just sort of like meander through the rest of the year. Or you can go, right, this is the first now, we want more of this, can we grow? And they've definitely done the latter.
I would have to agree with you, yeah. And it doesn't matter which guy. I think multiple, we've seen different guys step up. If it's Rideau, if it's Jack, if it's Rice, Chargois had fantastic. Also White, there's a foul there as Green gets hit quite bad, I think.
Chargois was quick to apologize for that one. The referee is just going to have a discussion as to whether this is worth more than just a regular foul. And it is just a regular foul. So Malik Green, when he picks himself back up, let's have another look at this.
This comes down, and let's have a look.
Ooh, he's caught him in the face. I think it's clumsy rather than malicious. Oh, wow. Well, you can see what the Sharks fans on the front row. That's a retro Sharks jersey that just stood up there. Andrew Bridgie, being represented in row 1. Of course, played for Sheffield and Newcastle as well. It's part of the golden era of Fab Flanoy.
There it is.
There we go. That is a proper throwback Sharks jersey. I'm guessing from the logo, it's probably around 2002 or somewhere in that era. The old Sharks logo with the exploding whatever it is behind. Rideau dancing his way, kicked out to the corner. Jack relocates, misses the 3. But there's Rideau on the offensive glass and commits a foul, trying to get another chance.
Yeah, he knows it.
Well, the playoff final next weekend at the O2 looks like a London-Cheshire final. In the women's side of the draw, the Lions will definitely be there. They have beaten Leicester by 95 points to 70 to book their ticket. They're still playing in Caledonia, but the Gladiators are leading the Newcastle Eagles by 5 late in the 3rd. So it'll be London against somebody from the very north.
And the Lady Lions, we were there last year, so why not defend that title? And also, we've got to shout out the women also as they won the Euro Cup. Huge historical win for them. Won the final at the copper box charge.
It's going to be an offensive foul. Stevens pushing Delpesh to the floor and then helping him back up.
But what I was talking about earlier about this great Cheshire Phoenix is that it's been multiple guys that step up and really why they match up with London Lions so well, because London Lions have a terrific bench, but so do Phoenix. They're able to, you know, match their intensity.
Well, that will be the other thing. Obviously, this Cheshire squad will go into that game with all the confidence of a team that beat them in a final a few months ago, but the power of revenge can be very
so sweet.
powerful,
Yes.
can't it? I'm sure London will be watching that game film this week as well, just to remind themselves of all the things that Cheshire did and said, and all of the, you know, all
if
of
you
that.
go back and you watch that film.
I do. If I'm the coach, yeah, I'm showing them that. Remember this. I want them all to remember what happened. Greg Weil getting some action and Jack Hudson too coming in. Yeah, if I'm Coach Bozic, I'm playing that on loop.
Okay.
On loop.
Good job, Rideau and Chakwa, and we'll head to the bench.
Top dogs. Maybe they'll play the post-game interview as well.
Oh, yeah.
We ain't no underdogs. We're top dogs. Rideau said, and that's been kind of the motto of their season now. And they'll still be underdogs with the bookmakers, that's for sure. But they will go in feeling they are top dogs. Of that, I have no doubt, because they are a very confident team. And when you win as many games as they have, you deserve that level of confidence. And when you shoot the ball like that, why wouldn't you be confident? Here's Montgomery dropping it off to Delpesh for the lay-in. Cross court to Wild, who lets it fly for 3. Holden with the rebound. And they can take some air out of the ball. Why not? Just fire it up. He's been active on court, less so on the bench. And the Knicks fans are in full celebratory voice right now.
As they should be. Got the drums going, they're clapping, and they've been tremendous. They are the top dogs for sure, because this fan base have been wonderful this whole season.
They're going to need some new T-shirts.
I think so.
Can't be wearing the trophy final ones. They've got to break
Playoff
out some
finals.
fresh new playoff finals
Down in London.
T-shirts. Hudson to the finger roll doesn't go. Well, it doesn't always work out that the top two seeds in the league make it to the finals. Dan Rudd checks in for some action at the end. But whenever it does, it's usually a tasty affair because of the fact that they were the proximity in the standings. Obviously, London this time is slightly unusual. They were so far clear so early, won the league so early. But Cheshire will feel like they can land a second blow on London. And the Lions will want to cap their season off. It'd be a massive disappointment for London if they don't at least win the playoffs, I would have thought.
Yeah, I think so, especially that they didn't win that trophy.
Yeah.
They just won regular season, which they were wonderful. They were 33-3.
Record breaking. For the Sharks, it's heartbreaking. This game really blew away from them in a flurry of technicals in the second quarter, and they were unable to recover. They will go home feeling slightly harshly treated today. It's been a great season, though, the way they turned it around, Sheffield. But it's not their day. It's all smiles on the Phoenix bench. They are set for one last game for all the money. Down at the O2, the London Lions and the Cheshire Phoenix will go toe-to-toe for the final game as Cheshire go to the playoff final. And they are singing, we want to. They want to be top dogs this year.
Yeah, they do. They want to collect as many trophies as they can. It was a great game, and it was a wild game. You know, that first half was just, I don't even know, it was just technicals all over the place. But they were steady, Cheshire. They figured it out and really looking good. She's
Well,
a
you
super
can see what
fan,
it means. You can see what it means to these Cheshire Phoenix fans. If you think back, we talk about the old Jets. That team almost went out of existence. The Phoenix rose from the ashes, and this is their journey back to the big game in British basketball, the playoff final. And Team Alliance has come back out to congratulate his opponents, but your player of the game, Z?
Is Mr. Quincy Rideau. He's in their pack right there in the middle. 19.6 rebounds and 4 assists. He did it, you know, in multiple ways. Shooting the three, went 5 from 6 from the three-point line. But I've also got to give a shout out to another top dog, was Maceo Jack, had 20 points also. And then finally, Aaron Rice, 17. They've just figured out a way to get it done. It doesn't matter who it is. The drums.
There we go.
The drums are going. And they're feeling good, and they're happy to be heading to the O2.
Well, they will have the season finale ahead. They will have a week of planning and preparation, but tonight is about celebration.
I think so. Why not? And you know, it is a long season, and it's tough when you're going into, we're in May. You know, this season does go very, very long. There's a lot of, you know, seasons across Europe that have already wrapped it up and finished. So it's tough, and so to get to the final, it should be a celebration moment.
Well, let's have a look at the numbers from this game. I think they'll only tell a fraction of the story. Obviously, the free throws got a little bit closer in the second half. Sheffield, 16% from the three-point line. You look at 11 three-point made difference, but in some ways it sort of masks the chaos of the second quarter.
The chaos, indeed. A stat that needs to go on there is technical fouls,
yeah.
I think needs to go on there. But nothing really crazy. 12 turnovers across the board, pretty even steals and rebounds. It was just the emotional roller coaster in the first half, that just broke open this game.
Well, let's have a look back at some of the action from your player of the game, LaQuincy Rideau, doing what we've seen him do, particularly in the second half of the season.
Yeah, over and over again, the 19 points there. And, you know, we spoke about this, Dan, about his three-point shot. Wasn't that great at the beginning of the season, but he is feeling more confident.
Well, you can see Delpech stood off in there. That was the early season scouts. Now he was shooting 20-something%. He's in the mid-30s now. He is a dangerous three-point shooter. You've got to get out there.
You've got to get out, and you've got to respect him. He's not afraid. He loves the fight. And really, this whole top dog came from him. He loves to do that. There it is. Another three was really on fire. And then also another guy who had 20 points was Maceo Jack in 26 minutes and 40 seconds. Very good. And you know what one of the shots were? It has to be a three-point shot. He loves the corner.
Well, Rideau was 5 of 6 from three-point range. Jack hit a couple. Kristen was 5 of 6 from 3 as well. They were super efficient from it, and that's the problem, isn't it? If it's not one guy, it's the other.
Or another. You know, we had 3 guys, nearly 20 points. That's a lot of offense, a lot of scoring, you know, and even Skylar White didn't have a great game, but we've seen him put up multiple numbers. This is why this team is so good, has a trophy under their belt, and is looking for one more in a couple.
And Aaron Wright is just a stat sheet stuffer, isn't he? 17 points, 8 assists. He gets rebounds as well. He play makes.
Yeah, does it all, and really is an offensive. He can create his own offenses. But what I love it is that 8 assists. That's a massive number. He's constantly got his head up, his eyes are up, looking for his teammates. But then he can do this, get to the rim, puts on a different speed. And really one of my favorite players of this year.
He's got a package of moves, and he goes through almost like his reads. This isn't going to work, so I'll try that. That isn't going to work, I'll try this. And in the end, he finds the one that does work.
Yeah, it goes through his bag. He's got great timing. He's got patience. Nobody rushes him. He's had a wonderful season.
He certainly has. Well, here it is then. The playoff semi-finals are in the books. The number 1 seed, the London Lions, 2-0 against the Newcastle Eagles, and the number 2 seed, the Cheshire Phoenix, 2-0 against the Sheffield Sharks. So we are down to our final 2. It is London against Cheshire in the playoff final at the O2.
Get ready for the playoffs. With 8 teams in the Women's and the Men's League fighting for a spot in the playoff final.
I put the work in, you put the work in, everyone knows you deserve it. They must be blind like curtains, certain anything you got, you've earned it. Sky is the limit, it's reachable. Just jump high, it's achievable. Can't stop me, I'm unbeatable, I'm unbeatable, I'm unbeatable.
Every time they wanna clash, the winners kicking through the door.
I'm unbeatable.
Just running out of stop, and we're running out the clock. I fail once, never stop. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable.
I'm unbeatable.
I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah.
I'm unbeatable.
I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah.
British Basketball League 2024 playoffs. Don't miss any of the action.
Well, the 2 best teams across the course of the season have both made it through to the playoff final. London Lions against Cheshire Phoenix. It will be next Sunday from the O2. And really, when Cheshire beat them in the trophy final, I think there's a lot of fans out there who said, I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch of this. Now they get that wish.
No, I definitely think it's what I wanted. I thought that game was a great game. But also, that unbeatable has been our theme song of all season. And I can't believe we're down to the final at the O2. It's going to be London and Cheshire. And I couldn't be more excited.
You've got all week to change your mind. But where are you leaning right now, Zania?
Oh, gosh, don't do this, because the basketball memes are going to come for me. Do you know what I mean? Why do you set me up like that? All I want is a great game. I want it to be tough. I want it to be physical. I'm not going to sit on the fence. You know what? I think Cheshire Phoenix are going to get a double trophy.
There we go. She's put
Said
it
what
out
I
there.
said.
She's speaking it into existence. We will see next Sunday whether Azania is right or not. Which one will be standing last, London or Cheshire? Join us next Sunday to find out.